probably the best way. The best way that like me and you're gonna be able to work is by doing like one project at a time, like one thing. Are you already streaming?
So, you want? I'll just pretend you're the audience.
Oh, you're not streaming. What is this?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Are you streaming?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. Is anybody watching you yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Paul Miller's back, and he's an art star. That's what we should do. Anyway, so we should make it our first effort, and if we can, like, is the prototype like good enough to just run the channel tonight?
Do you have it set up?
No, but can we run it from our computer, like do tests on it?
What prototype?
For the website, whatever you built to make, like, to do the background.
Oh yeah, I tested it out, but I got to remake that and like post it somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, could we do that tonight theoretically?
I'm going to Jordan for Thanksgiving. We're leaving tonight. I could stay here for a couple of days and then take a bus. They're taking a car. It's so easy. Pennsylvania.
We want to do Thanksgiving here. During the Thanksgiving event.
I'll do it with Jordan's family. It's gonna be great.
Did he like the space? Was he like, oh, man, this looks so fun?
Yeah,
Go back to Reddit and look at up and down votes. We're like, we don't care about the votes here. We're like human down votes. Well, how they driving?
Yeah, like renting a car.
It's
Delightful. How great would that be to ride in a car instead of in a bus?
Let's see. Counterpoint. How great would it be to hang out and play video games in a space with them? We can set up 16 video game systems and build TV channels.
It's true. Right. Well, I'm gonna write a novel for an hour.
Okay.
And then
bring the bad news to Jordan.
You pitch me.
Pitch you?
Yeah, you got to pitch me on what we're going to be doing for the day or so. But I am going to Pennsylvania. His family is delightful.
You have a new family now.
Yeah.
They're a lot scarier.
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome to Paul Writes a Novel on Twitch. I have been trying to write this for a long time. I have a bunch of false starts that I've written, like half a novel. Probably I've written half this novel twice, and if I had written the two opposite ends of the novel each of those times, I would have a full novel. But it's been a long time, so I'm going to start from scratch. I got this thing, I think this is called the snowflake method. I don't know. I just found, I literally Googled how to write a novel. And this guy had this method, and he did all this stuff. And you start like really small, a one sentence description. And then you expand that into a paragraph. Then you make a page summary for each character. Then you make a paragraph out of each sentence in this one paragraph summary up here. Then a one-page synopsis of the story from the perspective of each main character. So I don't know how far down I'm going to get this before I get just bored and just want to write normal. But let's start with this, because this right here, this is hard. This is very difficult to do. So I'm using them. I've got some markdown files. So this is my outline. This is just, I just pasted this how-to over here. So let's start. So one sentence description. Oh, by the way, the working title is right side. The bright side of the see. So what happens in this book? They live on the moon, and some stuff happens, and they go to Earth. It's pretty good, to be honest. Let's see.
I don't dance. See, that's why I don't dance.
Basically, like, take my high school experiences, but then of living in the suburbs, being in track in high school, and then you put that on the moon. And so the main character's name is Andreas, which I came up with out of my head. And turns out it's a guy's name, but she's a girl. So whatever. I get to do whatever I want because it's my novel. So moon dwelling. Oh, look, we got the passive voice already. Nice. Moon. High school. See. Moon native high schooler. Moon native high school student suburbanite Andreas dreams of something more. How's that for vague? So some of the stuff that happens, let's see. So kind of the theme, and I don't know. Let's put the theme up here. I think the theme is important. The theme is kind of about freedom to freedom from.
I can't come. And suddenly you gangland. It's very nice. Interesting power couple. It's like the interesting thing you guys have. Do you want to take a walk around? Focus in. You started that with nothing.
Yeah.
Now you gotta know what your plans are.
Your forms were
they have marshmallows, and you all come in one day and all TVs and marshmallows.
No, just the whole place is on fire. And you're like, s'mores, s'mores. Everybody's like, you burned it down. You burned it all.
Okay, a collision fire.
You killed 3 people.
What's it called? It's not the universe, solar system.
It's a crunch problem.
Ooh. And get more than they bargained for. I like that. High school students on the moon dream of Earth, ellipses, and get more than they bargained for. So one thing about the snowflake method that I learned is that you can go back and you can change all this stuff all the time because you're going to learn more while you're doing it, and you're going to have better ideas. And I'm done trying to cover this. So let's do one paragraph story. All right, this should be a little easier. Andreas and her friend their senior year at Armstrong High. On the moon. Is moon capitalized? Moon. Their life gets a little more interesting when the new kid Jared joins the track team. This is already great. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Let's see when the new kid joins the track team. I'm in this weird spot with it. There's gonna be tons of spoilers, obviously, in this stream. But I need to figure out what's the best way to deal with that. I'm probably just gonna type them. I'm just probably gonna say them, but maybe there'll still be a little mystery. That was good and vague. I like that. Good for Earth. Dealing with powers way beyond her control. Part one of a trilogy, maybe. You gotta think big, right? Um,
Would you give me a face behind? Would you stay in the paper? Look at my eye.
this is more like a summary. This is like an ad for a story. It's kind of about the story. It doesn't really tell the story. So according to the snowflake method, we need 3 disasters and an ending. That sounds okay. Let's try. Let's take a try. I'm gonna guess I started around 4, so I'm gonna do this till 5. I'm gonna try to do an hour a day. And Sarah are bored with high school life on the moon and dream of adventure. That's sentence 1. Get more adventure than they bargained for when they Jared, the new kid in town, he screwed up his life while fighting for his affections.
Imagine starting off at 18, Mr. T. I used to want to be a bad guy, dreams of a G. And then terminated came out before it was me. I was paying for it straight away, but wasn't cheap. That looked at me. Now he's a G.
This is a disaster, right? That's kind of a disaster. So this is like, it starts out with a kind of a more high school-y disaster of kind of friends. This is one of the problems with the whole plot that I've had in my head for a long time, is that they spend a long time on the moon before anything really weird happens. So I either need to make that really compelling or stuff needs to happen earlier. So we'll see. I really like, I mean, the whole concept of it comes from just trying to capture suburban life on the moon. So I want to spend time on the moon. But there needs to be plot. I can't just be stringing people along before the plot happens. I'll just finish it. Fighting for his affections. They kind of roofie him. Now, kind of by accident, Jared does anything Andrea says. Jared doesn't like this and neither does Sarah. Hijinks. This is my favorite part of movies. Well, hijinks. So typically what you have, like, superheroes, life sucks. He gets powers through a tragedy. Then, and it's called Fun and Games. I learned this from something, there's this thing for screenwriting called Save the Cat, and one of his beats. It's also called Break into Two. So you have, this is Act 1. Act 1, superhero's life sucks. Gets powers through tragedy. Then, Act 2 starts out with what is called in this screenwriting thing, Fun and Games, where this is when Spider-Man is jumping across roofs and stuff. And now, if you watch almost any, especially a hero origin story, but like tons of movies have these. Almost every Pixar movie has this. Like think of like Finding Nemo. Fun and Games starts when Nemo's gone, and then the dad fish and Dory are it was Marlin. Marlin and Dory are having fun adventures now. You know, the tragedy already happened. They're on their adventure now. They already met. Now that's Fun and Games. That's my favorite part of any movie is Fun and Games. And I don't know a lot about novel writing, so I don't know how well that it translates, but I want to have fun and games, and that's what this is. Hijinks. This is probably some of the better fleshed out kind of stuff. I mean, I've written all of this before as full prose, not just as sentences, but this is what we've been waiting for. So all of this run-up needs to be compelling enough to get you to here, and then I think if I'm doing at all good job writing words, then people should be into it. Then there's something really going on. And Andreas goes to apologize.
Oh, that'd be so fun. On 3 days of the week, competitively. By the way, sound over there. It's like, I mean,
They missed today, final for like working.
Yeah, you guys are fine. You could turn me down this speaker just a tiny bit.
Okay,
Thanks,
I have
Chris.
remote
Thanks a
access
lot.
to all these TVs. You're putting me dangerously close to.
Just do your thing. I'm fine. I'm doing great. Super productive. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll turn off those speakers.
Love this comment. This is good. I'm just going to keep that. People just could spam this the whole time I'm writing. That would be wonderful.
I just don't figure out how to
Then I forget what Act 3 is when like shit. I didn't mark this broadcast as explicit. Stuff hits the fan.
More like part of what it looks like. I think that one's like.
Um,
So it's just like that. What about Ed here?
What is that here?
Ed's probably just.
There we go. Keep it simple.
Finster or the doll?
I know you guys before. Longer? No. Oh, shoot. We have longer? No, it exists.
I know, I told you it looks like a creep.
Yeah? No, that's fun.
I think you're
You
like
can
the
fly.
guy.
Yeah.
That's fun.
No, you know who you look like? You look like the guy who co-wrote Pulp Fiction.
Hey, co-wrote Pulp Fiction.
At least you didn't say it like.
He directed Killing Soda. He was
hmm.
in Pulp Fiction. Full long, red hair.
Yeah.
In Pulp Fiction.
He co-wrote Pulp Fiction.
He co-wrote a couple.
Yeah.
Or he wrote the intro. He did some. Yeah, he's like the fucking Killing Zoe. Like Tarantino doesn't help him out.
Not the strains, the strains. Nope, going strains. You need to turn off these line numbers, they're really annoying.
Does anybody else tune into that?
No.
Mhm.
Weird show for the day.
So we have a film event tomorrow.
Right. Tell me all about it.
Yeah.
So who's really telling the
I don't remember earlier
strains?
to help put the mind.
They want to use the monitor for them?
They want these ones on all the time. Did they ever respond when you said that they didn't want to?
I told them I wasn't going to. Almost like they were going to help. You know, like run out of pay somebody to do it.
Let's just give them
That was the
I'm putting this here so we don't have to spoil this, and because I'm not 100% sure what happens. Alright, that was pretty good. Andreas and Sarah are bored with high school life on the moon and dream of adventure. They get more adventure than they bargained for when they meet Jared, the new kid in town, and completely screw up his life while fighting for his affections. The kind of review. Now, kind of by accident, Jared does anything Andreas says. Jared doesn't like this, neither does Sarah. Hijinks. We could put these into acts. Act 1. Let's see. Hijinks.
So you figure it's
So this is Act 2. And I know this is a book, not a movie, but I don't know how books work.
are they after cost?
And this is Act 3.
Okay, so we can sell them all year.
Act 3. All right.
All
It's a little front heavy. Act 1's probably half of this total length.
You do need just one.
Although I've got hijinks, a lot of hijinks.
I know that
Okay. Alright. Cool. Let's
Once we're through this, there's a lot of bullshit.
because I've got a meeting with the gal tomorrow too. It's gonna
Let's see. Okay, well, we got a one paragraph story. And now, one page summary for each character. Name, one sentence storyline, motivation, goal, conflict, epiphany, one paragraph storyline. All right, that's gonna be, that'll take us plenty of time. Okay, main character. This is our Harry Potter. Her name is characters. Andreas. Then her best friend is Sarah. Then Jared is the guy who shows up. And then, what's her name? I think it's Aaron. Then there's Aaron, who is on Earth. There is Dev. I think those are the names. I will probably change these. So Jared, I hate the. This makes sense. I don't like. I apologize to any Jareds, but I don't. I just feel there's something about this name that like. He's supposed to be kind of lame, and kind of not that cool. You know, he doesn't come. He's he's short. He's not flashy. He's not the hot new guy. He's not an Edward. But he's just interesting. Sarah has probably always been a little bit of a stereotype in my mind, but I don't know. When I've written her, she gets more interesting than my typical concept of her. Erin is, well, I should just start writing this. Okay, name and one sentence storyline.
I mean, the thing is, I'm more I'll talk to her about when you know or like just push you around. Just like, I think, you're right. I think that's really hard. That's the thing is like, we have to.
That's her. I mean, that's what happens. Motivation. Lord of the Moon wants something. Yeah, so kind of the theme, freedom to, freedom from, the it's like freedom not earned is taken for granted. And I think that's that's my, like, what I'm talking about with suburbs is you grow up in a very easy, comfortable life that your parents and your grandparents procured for you. Let's see. Story. Motivation.
What that will be in the future. Oh, like the fact that having a Thursday past it already.
That's kind of, I don't know. Is that motivation? Yeah, that's true. What's your goal? This is concrete. She She wants to get out of her conundrum. What does she want? She's
You know, that's like, yeah, that's important for me to like hear and understand.
Yeah. I mean, like, feel is not, feel specifically is not about money. It's about letting her do her own thing. She'll be as strong. And I love you, so I think
Do you think we should pick a day of work time that's gonna have less traffic? Like less, not like
That's what
physical
she
traffic,
wants.
but like voluntary traffic. Because
But look, at first, she doesn't even have any power. So her goal is to.
like right, I'm doing this for 2 days now. I've got 3.
Well, I guess we could do that. Let's see. Let's get conflict.
We're doing Thursday.
No, this is not always great. I think her primary conflict is going to be internal, self-control.
We get those, maybe 4 of those. We covered all of our everything we want to do possible with like 27 days a month. I mean, we could do a Friday.
I think at first it's self-control. I think she learned self-control in this one, in the first book. And then self-control at first.
I'll see if I can push you over to Tuesday.
I think it might be, you know,
Later,
it seems like her thing isn't really dependent
in agency at all.
consistent space. And I think like, I know it's like if you move her, I know it's like the happiness when you're right. Because they just move up, like it sucks. Hello?
Epiphany.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the main character. She's gonna get the main story, Epiphany. That it's like
14. What's that? Okay, sure.
I'll do the one paragraph storyline after I get through all this. All right. So none of this is about like personality or anything. That's interesting.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's just supposed to emerge. Well, that's probably story.
What is their budget for that? Okay, what's the date?
Motivation.
No, it's a Monday.
She's bored.
Okay, there we go. Right? Okay, so that starts. Yeah, we're available on the 10th.
Boredom, fear, and vanity. Sorry, Sarah. Sorry. You got all the stuff. Goal.
Excellent. Talk to you soon. Bye.
She needs to be
7:30.
differentiated from Andrea. I mean, I feel like she's not really even nearly as bored with the moon. She doesn't really know, at least she doesn't even think she knows what she wants the way Andrea says. Goal.
She's gonna send me the details. She's wanting the soft hold now to make sure the days are. But motherfucker, 2.5 hours for 750. We can make so much fucking cash.
Goal. What is she?
Like, Wall December is this fucking shotgun organization.
Be cooler than her best friend while still maybe being friends. conflict. Trace gets powers, which is so unfair.
Right now, I'm sitting here being like, if I have to make a compromise somewhere.
Epiphany.
Oh, yeah.
See now, this is my other one of my problems. Is Sarah's like this main is Andreas' best friend, and then she kind of fades away because so far in all the incarnations I've done of the story, she doesn't ever go to Earth with Andreas and Jared. But it might be cool if she did. But I don't know. I've always thought that maybe she's going to have her own plot on Moon after they leave. I don't know what that is yet. And pretty much I have Andreas as like a POV character. And I don't really like believing that. What's her epiphany? I guess her epiphany. There are bigger forces in the world. High school probs are kind of minor in comparison. I guess maybe she'll learn that. Who knows? All right. Story. Oh, this is a big reveal.
Yeah, it's like random, like, it's always gonna be random.
He is secretly from Mars.
How about I push her?
Um,
I'll push her right
and hiding on the moon,
Alright.
away from.
What was the date?
Is it November 29th? Yeah. Yeah, push her. It should be the 13th. The 13th will be, we won't be discussing this from our soft open bikini party hot tub jam. That's our first.
Swept up in.
So like second Saturday. No, we're all
Roma and ends up on Earth.
at some point in the last 24 hours. I'm not gonna waste on this. Like,
This is going to be two stories, so synthesis.
Something in me is all good, so it's good. Sunday, reach out and say hi. It's lovely. It's great to hear from you guys. I'm not responsible.
I'll send you a care
You
package.
get swept up in girl
They're
drama.
like, here is some coconut water and apple.
We're gonna be doing. It's gonna be so fucking good because we're doing Friday opening every week, Saturday opening every week. It's gonna be very.
Kind of. That's not precisely right, but that'll be good for now. Motivation. Just wants to hang out with his mom. That's not happening. Goal. Get. To safety.
Yeah.
Get his
That's the original thing.
Yeah.
So it's extra.
um,
I am wondering.
control of himself.
These things belong to me.
That's actually helpful. That's something I've never really thought through. Like he gets along with his ride, and he hasn't really had like what is he trying to do? And that sounds really simple right there. But I think that's helpful to me. Good job, Snowflake method.
I'm just doing like.
Goal, conflict,
Well, yeah, I have all my places where I put things in.
everything.
And there's one other thing that's gonna come up right now, so.
Get to it.
Mostly Andreas. It's all her fault. She makes some bad decisions.
Cool.
So they had like a huge write-up in the magazine, and
Which is enormous.
they're gonna be.
That is fucking
Epiphany.
What was the date? December 13th? December 13th.
He needs to grow in some way.
You're not Michael. You're Christopher.
And I feel like I had something for this. He does mature. I think he's a little too laid back. He needs to decisions, not run away from them. Oh, that sounds so trite. Cool. Good job. All right. Aaron. Aaron in college on the earth.
They're bringing in flats and shit. Right? She's still bringing flats to this place. It's a false wall. Bringing hard on.
Aaron's like a family friend of let's see. Let's look at this. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Andreas BFF. This is new kid. Like Andreas's dad knows, and Aaron's dad like works somehow. And Andreas kind of looks up to Aaron.
Starts to say, but you can't have it yet. You gotta do shit. And they're already like enough of the hassle. Like telling me like fucking new things for them to do.
She's motivated by power and popularity.
Well, that's why I gotta be study. What time do they need to get?
Yeah, Andreas thinks Aaron's so cool 'cause she's going to college in New York and Earth.
And I was like, I'm not paying somebody. Yeah, like they wanted me to move back downstairs.
Her goal?
That's what happened.
Yeah. So it's like they have to get set up the night before, and I'm like, I don't think you understand. Like,
That's not how
if you're hiring me as a
Bring
service,
Andreas and
it's fine. It's just everybody's really annoying about it. What are they? They're.
Do they need to come in before two with the tickets?
No, I told them to come in earlier because I was like, somebody will be here to help you.
Have they said not? Or is it just?
conflict. Wow.
They said 2 p.m.
What keeps her from roll is Dev has other plans.
Sure. Without them milling about, or locking them in.
And Epiphany.
That's right. I figured like whatever meetings happen. No, that's something we have to work within a time where they're not.
Oh. All right.
Good. One more.
Dev.
I don't
Dev
know.
is right now a
a
narrator. Although he narrates like an external third person of Andreas. He is a computer.
Okay, all right, and
It's supposed to be done tonight.
that's fine. That's why I was just like, let me do it after Thanksgiving and see if I can kind of buy some time.
No, that's great. It's the weekend of, or this weekend rather.
Oh, there is another guy. We'll call him Fred.
And then downstairs will probably be cleared out.
Super AI.
And these things really be kind of like got together on the screens.
Definitely.
By the second, yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you. And your check's clear, so I'm not nervous, but I just sometimes
Super
you'll find
AI.
that that's going to happen. It's that you get like the young person, they come in,
Oh,
blah, blah, blah,
the
they're in a
new
little space,
hype.
and then the other people show up, and then their heads start exploding.
Yeah.
So,
It's a trick to leave their own anxiety for themselves. You know,
Yeah.
When they come in and they start freaking out.
Spoilers.
I know, you were there, you never lied.
I can hear you on the walls though when it's just a color. Like we photographed everything before the
Motivation.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah, and I think it's fine. I mean, you know, I think that's what they were looking for really for the screens and all that other stuff, so, you know, I'm not, it's cool. Alright,
Do you want to show up a bit before then?
I will, I'm gonna come in during like in the morning, just make sure that everything's like,
For,
that's cool.
for December 2nd, what time will you be showing up? What time are you showing up?
I shut up at 12, so let's just say I'll show up at 10.
Goal. Probably world domination. That's not that very concrete. I guess it is kind of concrete.
Great.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know, probably
Well, yeah, it's living.
it's easy.
Go later.
Let's just say that. Conflict.
Alright, so for tomorrow with the China Chicks event, we've got.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's one
that's
from my
there.
computer, I was very confused.
Yeah, so we're probably this info. Okay. What are the details?
Future goal.
Actually, I'll ship them all to you.
I love talking to people for rentals and any of this shit. It's like, I am fully and 100%.
I think that's what happens. I need to look at some of these things I wrote before. Epiphany? None.
And when I talk to somebody who's giving me money,
Maybe
I don't have
goal is futile, but that's
I'm not doing something that's a passion project with them. Like, this is what it is. And I'm so happy to do everything we need.
and then there's another guy. I don't know. What was his name? Pegasus? I think his name is Pegasus. Pegasus is
We're theoretically,
They're like, can you confirm? And I'm like, not really. Can you stop asking me to confirm my own stupid bullshit that's on your mind?
yeah, that's my job.
Yeah, I'm realizing that.
It sucks when somebody else, like, when you're doing somebody's job.
I don't know if Pegasus still is in here. I gotta look at some of my drafts, but we'll put it in here for now. Originally, Aaron used to be a guy. Then I figured out it worked way better as a girl who like already knew Andreas. It wasn't just a rando, so I made it a girl. But she's pretty different in like going to college and stuff, just being a regular hacker, versus Pegasus, who is like part of devs, like I don't know, bring me something, a physical manifestation, like people that help dev make decisions by making decisions.
What does it cost? Distributor.
Costs,
Who do I get you?
if you buy it,
I don't know, maybe.
it costs $11.
Motivation.
I'm keeping it.
I think he could be a really cool character. I'm keeping it because who knows what he wants.
We'll just keep track
It's
of the
nice,
applications
something
we go through.
kind of perpendicular. He
Did anybody else come in here?
Yeah, and he's really like oriented like that. And he's good.
Yeah, I feel
just
like
wants
it's
to
wrong.
play video games.
Yeah.
Let's go. Why? I mean, I guess he's kind of earning money, but like
Oh, so
Epiphany.
potentially there's
The video games aren't just video games. Whoa. All right. Almost done. I got 10 more minutes.
It's weird that somehow what you're doing is probably still the best thing you could be doing right
Written 3,755 characters.
now. Oh wow, that got really unimpressive by the end.
Oh, characters. That's in words. I was
No.
like, no, that's a lot of words.
no.
A lot of characters. Oh God.
One paragraph out of each sentence in one paragraph summary. One page synopsis from perspective of each main character. Ooh, well, we got a lot to do. Let's see. Is anybody in chat? I'm working on the novel. Gosh. Yes. Okay, let's just do Q&A for the last 10 minutes because I don't want to work on this next stuff yet. Let's talk.
No, I know that. I know you. I know all the
Susanna's are same situation.
Good. I like these.
Right?
Well, let's just. There we go.
No, they're whatever functions up to.
I don't know if anybody's still in here or if anybody's still watching. Because I could just ask myself questions and answer them. Why is that still there? Let's see. What do we? I mean, I like keeping it. It's just a little bit mysterious. I don't know how I want to do this. Like, I might.
I mean, I don't know. You know, it's like certainly it's fine either way.
Oh, dude, you guys check this out. Let's see. Okay, I made a shell script. Look at this. It echoes something, and then it does this graphing program. It takes a dot file. Well, it takes the dot file, whatever name I give it, dot, then saves it as a PNG. Then it opens it in preview. Which is totally defeats the point of doing anything in the terminal or whatever. So let's see. I'm going to graph. Oh, and then the plot looks like this. You have a beginning that goes to the middle, that goes, I don't know. This is so stupid. I don't know if I'm going to use this at all, but I thought it might be cool to graph stuff at some point. And so I just heard about dot files today, so I thought I'd give it a try. So we'll graph plot. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? And then if you want to, so I'll also do one for characters. Graph characters. Look at that. Look at those connections. That's amazing. I am a genius. And I guess that's it. I mean, the novel is going to be amazing. It's going to change everybody's lives, and it's going to be the next Harry Potter. But I have to write it, and I've been, I've tried to write it a bunch of times, but I always kind of peters off. So I thought maybe I'd try to stream myself writing it as motivation. That's my motivation. Paul's motivation is to actually finally write this stuff. And, or no, Motivation is to be a famous novelist, and the goal is write a novel. Let's see, that's abstract and concrete. So thanks for anybody who bothered to watch this, and I will see you. I'm going to try to do this every day, but we'll see. And I'll get an actual schedule together at some point, but for now I'll just do it when I feel like it. So yeah, thank you very much.